There's a tight correlation, I think, between the disaffiliation from religion and these spiking numbers we've seen, especially in young people, of depression, anxiety, suicidal tendencies.
In the clip I'm about to show you, Catholic Bishop Robert Barron connects the current mental health and meaninglessness crisis that so many are suffering from to the decline of belief in God and religion. Here's the clip. Then I'm going to finish with a profound Jordan Peterson clip about Christ's crucifixion that connects this deep Christian truth to actual reality and provides us the way through the suffering that we all experience in this life.
There's a tight correlation, I think, between the disaffiliation from religion and these spiking numbers we've seen, especially in young people, of depression, anxiety, suicidal tendencies. You know, the new atheist appeared, about 20 years ago? And the message of, we come from nothing, we go back to nothing, there's no objective meaning, life is without purpose. Well, young people took that in, and believe me, they were evangelized by these people. They were very effective evangelists for their perspective. Young people took it in, and all right, in your face to religion. But what's the upshot of that? A completely nihilistic view of life. Of course, numbers of depression, anxiety, and suicide are spiking. Of course they are. So that's the very existential consequence of disaffiliation from religion. So first of all of us religious people, I think, have to redouble our efforts to announce the word of the Lord to the world. And there is a hunger for it. I know that's a bit of a cliche, but I'm with St. Augustine. Our hearts are restless till they rest in God. And that's grounded in the Psalms and the Old Testament. So only in God is my soul at rest. Well, we know that at some profound level. And the religions, I think, to some degree, have lost confidence in ourselves. We've been pandering too much to the society. No, we've got the message of eternal life. We have the message that will lift up people's hearts and give them satisfaction at the deepest level. So we should redouble our efforts. We should have a new confidence in our proclamation.
You know that I can prove that your life has a purpose? Let me ask you this simple question. Objectively speaking, does a tree serve a purpose? It does. In fact, trees serve a very important purpose for the whole. Trees, for example, convert carbon dioxide to oxygen. And did you know that 1 acre of trees provides enough oxygen to support the annual needs of 18 people? Trees provide food and shelter. Trees have a purpose. They contribute to life. There is an incredible amount of evidence that everything within our universe is perfectly designed to support life and contribute to the whole. And you know what's crazy? The only way that unintelligent objects, like a tree, can serve a purpose is if an intelligence provides them with one. St. Thomas Aquinas uses the example of the archer and the arrow. An arrow does not have the inherent ability to pick itself up and fling itself toward a target. An archer, the intelligence, must aim and direct the arrow, the unintelligent object, toward the target. We see all of these unintelligent objects throughout the universe serving purposes. Well, you are a created thing in this universe. Wouldn't you too have a purpose? You were created for a purpose by a creator. Your life and what you were uniquely crafted for to provide to the whole is needed. If an acre of trees provides life for 18 people, how many people will your contribution provide life to? You need to face the fact that it's your responsibility to make the world a better place. And let's cut the crap. Life is not easy. It's not comfortable as much as we'd like to try and fool ourselves into thinking that it is. You will suffer. You probably are. We all are. Things will be hard. You'll be scared, confused, anxious, sad, depressed. Things won't go your way. You'll experience failure. But listen to me. That's your opportunity to become the person that you could be. Your suffering is the way for you. All of us have a thorn, a problem, that which works to destroy us. It's precisely in facing that, taking it on, head on, all in, and going through it, and doing what it takes to overcome it, that you experience life in full. This is the ultimate and universal lesson of Christ's crucifixion. Listen to this profound explanation of the crucifixion by Jordan Peterson, and then I'll finish with what this means for your life.
I saw this triptych in Australia that really shocked me. It was an Orthodox triptych. The central panel showed Christ in front of the cross, inviting. And I thought, oh my God, Could you possibly have a more perverse invitation than the invitation to the cross? And the answer to that is obviously no, because an invitation to the cross is an invitation to bear the voluntary suffering of life. But more than that, even to will the encounter with hell itself, right? So it's literally an invitation to fully confront the worst of all possible realities or potentialities. But then you think, okay, let's be sensible about this. How the hell are you going to adapt to your life if you shy away from mortality and malevolence? There's no way you can have a full adaptation to life if you hide from that shadow. And so then you might say, well, I can't confront it fully because it would tear me to pieces and destroy me. But I would say, no, if you did that voluntarily, in faith, it would destroy sin in you. It wouldn't destroy you.
Don't you see that what you're suffering from, what you must overcome, is your opportunity to become the person that you could be to help build up this world? Is it not those who face and overcome failure, go through hell, etc., that are the best models and most inspiring? We know this. We know suffering, adversity, hardship, and overcoming is the way to life. Exercise is such a simple example. The harder it is, the more the benefit. Human health is the result of discipline. Death and resurrection is the universal model of human living. Stop wasting your suffering in a world that tells you you shouldn't suffer. The deep and saving truth of Christianity is that your suffering is not a bad thing. The world says it's bad to avoid it. No, this makes it worse and makes you miserable. You must face it, accept it, go into it, take it on, and carry your cross and die on it. This is how you will be raised to life. This is the lesson of Christ's crucifixion. It's the way to life in full. And it's what so many who are suffering from today in this world need to hear right now. Finally, this is not an arbitrary set of rules for a more primitive people or abstract theological ideas. This is the way to life for you. It's the best way to live. To be Christian is not some fairy tale, feel-goody lifestyle. It's to take on reality, face reality and the truth, and overcome it in full. It's the way to deep mental strength in the face of suffering and misery. It's the best way to live that produces stable, peaceful, and fulfilled individuals and societies.